G'day, folks. Bill Hubbard, Coldwell Banker, your real estate housing market review for the Central Okanagan for November of 2025. Central Okanagan is a bit of a good news, bad news story. The good news is it's actually doing better than the lower mainland. The bad news is it's sort of trailing behind other areas of the interior. Not that they're doing so well, but the Central Okanagan has been fairly consistently into a buyer's market or a corrective market for most of this year. If you look at the absorption here, we're in 11.5%. The even the If we go right back to, we had some single digits here in August of 2024, and we went up and we're at 10, 10, 10. We did get up into 14, which is in the balanced range, and then we dropped right back down to 10%, 10%, up at 12% in October, and then 11%. So what does that mean? That means that they are in just below that balance range. So they're just in a very slight buyer's market or corrective market. One of the good things that we're watching about the Central Okanagan is the inventory is starting to come down. Now, inventory comes down every year at this time. But if you compare, say, November of 2025, 1,157 units, November of last year, 1,252, about 100 less. October, 1,320. October of last year, 1,419. So the inventory is coming down relative month to month, comparing this year's months to last year's months. And what that means is the shift in demand as opposed to incoming supply is starting to happen. In other words, the demand is starting to increase in the Central Okanagan. What that tells me is you're going to see this absorption start to rise as we get into the first quarter of 2026, and you're going to see a very, very mild recovery in the Central Okanagan. So you're going to see a better market. As in most areas of BC, you're going to see a better market in 2026 than we had in 2025. Okay, folks, that's your market review for the Central Okanagan for November of 2025.